This is the show we like to call Caleb Am. It's where we talk about Jesus.
We drink caffeine.
We answer a question.
We talk about life.
There's no class today. We're not going to class.
You know why?
I'm going to Madison.
I'm going to Caledonia. You know why?
Because tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Because tomorrow's Thanksgiving! This is our Thanksgiving special episode.
So you can't tell by the fireplace that we started this morning?
Yeah, and
He did all this work. He got these pumpkins
uh-huh.
and lit the fire and built this into his wall.
Yeah, I mean,
Gotta love this guy. He put in a lot of
I
effort.
didn't go to sleep last night. It's crazy.
I had to grow these pumpkins myself.
Been growing them since last year in preparation for this. Yeah, man. It's going to be a great episode. It's our Thanksgiving special. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm excited about today's episode. I think it's going to be one of the best ones we've ever had.
That's awesome.
I'm speaking it into existence. Please start with the Bible verse, Caleb will have.
You're manifesting it with your crystals?
Manifesting it, not with my crystals, but...
Alright. Well, today's verse, it comes from my favorite book of the Bible, 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 13. Says, therefore, with your minds ready for action, be sober-minded and set your hope completely on the grace to be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Peter and his work. First Peter is my favorite book of the Bible, and this past Sunday I was in Madison, but my mom and dad weren't there, so my dad didn't preach, and the guy who did, great guy. I really like him. I met him a few times. He's really awesome. He preached on First Peter, and that was one of the verses he preached on, and it really stuck out to me because he did a good job. And sorry, and he talked about how you gotta stay ready to be ready for the Lord, and I thought it was a really good verse, and I liked it. I was like, you know what? It's my week. I'll use that for Caleb Am. But be ready, be sober-minded, and be ready for that grace that God's gonna give to you.
Amen.
Oh wait, yeah. Now we drink caffeine.
I
I have a swirly pop. I'm tired. Stayed up late editing last night. I'm gonna wait for you.
I have a white gummy bear.
I should have drank peach mango.
I'm tired. I stayed up watching Die Hard last night.
Pink.
Dude, guess what energy drink they currently have in the pod market at Mississippi State?
Not Bang.
It's a type of rain that they haven't had in there before.
Mango-matic?
I think you're overthinking it. You've had this one before. You really like it.
I haven't had the rainbow sherbet one in there before.
But they do now.
I thought they've had it in there before. So, my bad. I should have known.
It's fine, I guess.
That would have been my first guess, but I don't ever look at Reigns in there, so I just kind of assumed they had it. Because I thought you bought like most of your Reigns from the pod market.
Except for rainbow sherbet. I've always had I got that 4-pack. We got it from the Small Mart gas station one time. I bought it from... They don't have it at the gas station here either. But, yeah. Anyways.
I remember that 4-pack because you gave one to me and one of them exploded. So you only got 2.
Yeah. The ice was really good from that exploded one though.
That's true.
It was nice.
Back in the old days, me and Daniel would add these like little popsicle makers where you could pour like apple juice into a little row and it had a little stick that would go in it. Mine were the cool ones that had the straw, so when it melted into the cup thing, you could drink it.
Yeah.
But we used to make Bang Pops out of those. They weren't incredible.
Yeah.
But we never did the really good flavors because we didn't want to waste them. So that was our own fault.
That's fair.
Looking back, I'm glad we didn't because now that Bang is literally dead and I can't find anything other than like the main 5 flavors, I'm glad that I didn't waste those good flavors.
Yeah, fair, valid.
But do you need to look at the poll?
I'm good. Speaking of the poll, for the last 2 weeks now, or I guess this counts, this is the third week. For the last 3 weeks, we have been doing a tournament here on Caleb AM with our polls, so you can know what Thanksgiving pie you should make for your family.
And you better be watching because you don't have a lot of time to decide now.
You better pick this one because otherwise we did this poll for no reason. But the four pies we started with were pumpkin, sweet potato, apple, and
Pecan.
Thank you. And pecan pie. And it is narrowed down to sweet potato pie and apple pie. So, with that being said, it's time to decide once and for all.
I have to guess first.
Yeah, I have to guess. What the Thanksgiving pie is. Caleb Ladd. What do you think the voters selected, and what would you select?
First things first, I personally would have voted for both of the pies that lost, so I have no stakes in this. I like
you
apple.
voted for pecan?
I'm pretty sure. I might have voted for sweet potato because I don't really like either of them, but pecan's more of a mainstay than sweet potato pie. But I probably voted for sweet potato just because I don't like pecans. That one didn't matter. I didn't like
they
either.
Will kill me.
That's why I feed them to you every night.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like sweet potato or pecan pie, but I love pumpkin pie, and it lost to apple last week, which I also love apple pie, so it's not the worst thing ever. But no matter what, pumpkin's not winning this one. So, but I don't think there's any chance that apple pie doesn't beat sweet potato pie because it is just so much better in every way. So I'm really hoping that for some reason your voters aren't extreme idiots.
I'm starting my Instagram following. I don't know where that came from.
Hey,
but,
we leave this up to them, and if somehow sweet potato pie beat apple pie, that would be insane. So I'm going to go ahead and guess that apple pie won by a little bit of a good margin. So I'm going to say 72-28.
Okay.
72-28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, for me, do I say mine first or do I say
Tell me who won. I can't remember.
apple pie did win. I would like you to apologize to my Instagram.
No.
They're not idiots.
They're not idiots. I made that clear in my statement because if sweet potato pie had won, then they'd be idiots.
The margin of victory was 64-36. It was
closer than I thought it would be, and every time I go for a 70 number, it's in the 60s. I should learn my lesson.
I don't know what happened. At like 8 o'clock last night, I checked it, and it was 82-16.
Dang.
And then sweet potato pie, when I woke up this morning, had like 6 votes in a row. It still wasn't enough.
The sweet potato guys came in there and voted.
They literally did. Who's Joe Time, by the way?
Showtime?
Mm-hmm.
Daniel.
He voted sweet potato twice.
Oh my god.
He also voted on his Instagram, so. Yeah. But I was like, oh my gosh, who is Joe Time? I know it's one of the guys, but who? And yeah, so the sweet potato pie just had a late surge there, but it still wasn't enough to top apple.
Did Jack vote?
I think so.
I forgot to text him. I normally text him.
But
Sorry, I thought we were...
Apple pie is your Thanksgiving pie. So you go ahead and you make your apple pie. Hopefully it's really good. I love apple pie. It was my favorite
apple pie.
all the way. I'm so happy that
it's my overall my second favorite pie. But if we're talking Thanksgiving, I want pumpkin because you see apple pie throughout the year. You don't see pumpkin pie in the middle of March. That's the only reason I would choose pumpkin over apple. My mommy's making me a pumpkin pie for tomorrow.
Yay.
So she's not paying attention to this.
Yippee!
Or else she's gonna throw away my pumpkin pie and get an apple pie.
Wait, apple pie won on Caleb AM?
Throw it away!
But yeah, my favorite pie is Easter egg pie, and my second favorite pie is buttermilk pie, and neither one of those.
I had both of those this week.
They were really good. I love them so much. I finished the Easter egg.
We could have put both of them on this, but I don't think anybody
Anybody
would.
would. Buttermilk might have had some
maybe.
votes. It's a pretty popular Southern staple.
I didn't like the buttermilk pie, but
Oh,
Easter
so
egg pie
good.
is good.
Buttermilk.
I don't like cream cheese in my desserts, and that's why I'm not the biggest fan of Easter egg pie. I think cream cheese just like is the killer of desserts. It ruins them
I
so
love cream cheese.
bad.
Dude, cream cheese wontons from Chinese restaurants, those things are so good.
It just makes things
I love
like
cream cheese.
they're trying to be sour or something. It's weird. I love cream cheese, but when you put it in desserts, it freaking kills them.
I think
Shout
that's basically
Shout
what
out to
cheese.
my homie Michaela. She agrees with me.
What's up, Michaela? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in.
Can't wait for to see this in like 5 years. Oh yeah, heck yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. That's the poll, man. That's the poll. Second ever tournament we've had. And it's over.
I thought of an idea for a Christmas tournament.
Oh really? What is it? You're right.
We've already done that.
We already have done that. You're right.
Maybe that'll happen. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty fun. Yours would win because it's a lot more popular, but
I gotta remember my second. I know my first.
your first one would beat out your second one because your first one's really good. If
My
it's the
first
one I'm
one's
thinking
about-
of.
The first one's just a staple. What are you thinking of? It's neither one of those.
What?
No.
I didn't think I rewatched that video.
All I want from Christmas is not on my top 10.
I thought it was.
Because when we got back down to my number one, and y'all were like, "Oh, it's all I want for Christmas is you," and then it wasn't like, "Oh, you're like it's not on your top 10." Like, no.
You talk about it and sing it a lot more than
I sang "Oh Holy Night" from that album more than I sang.
That's fair. That is better.
It's-
I love Old Holy
Dude,
Night.
"Oh Holy Night" in Mariah Carey style is like, honestly, should be in my top 10 songs. That thing is incredible, dude.
What's your number one, Matt?
No.
Oh, yeah.
And I forgot my second one. Maybe my second one was "Oh Holy Night" because I love that song.
Maybe it was. I remember my two.
The
Well,
stars are
that was a good
really shining.
2 minutes of literally nothing happening.
Yeah. First off, we should show people our new ornaments. So, turn around, don't reveal yet. So, Mississippi State was doing this thing where you can make cowbell ornaments, and since we have a tree for the house that we haven't set up yet,
Yeah, y'all should set that up today.
well, we don't want to set it up without you.
Oh. This is an eyeball.
Yeah.
I can't reveal all the details of my eyeball because one of these days I will make. But so Caleb Griffin had the bright idea of showing a karate demonstration on the cowbells.
I said, dude, let's do something cool like a karate demonstration.
And so that's what we did. Gotta make sure they're the right way.
And you turn them.
So this is what I did. It's a guy. He's doing like a flaming kick. He's saying "Hiya!"
And then this is my guy trying to defend the flaming kick with a sword, saying, "Wow,
Hiya!
wow, wow." Hey.
We both died.
Okay.
I'd kick you in the face, but then you cut off my legs with a sword.
So I have a bruise and you're.
No, I have really strong legs.
Oh.
You don't have a head anymore, but I bleed out and die. But we hold hands while we die.
I'm sorry, brother.
I didn't mean it. Sorry, guys, for that really loud stuff.
Yeah, I was super happy with how the ornaments turned out. I thought they were really good.
Check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, we gotta keep this.
What do y'all think?
I said-
What? Wait, hold on.
Just all our equipment. So that. How was your week?
My week, it's been weird because
Hey, man.
it feels like it was really, really long for it being a 2-day week, basically.
Oh my gosh.
Yesterday was crappy as crap until I watched Die Hard. Once I watched Die Hard, it felt better. But yesterday was really stupid. So Monday wasn't bad, but yesterday I'm going to explain this as fast as I could. I had one assignment to do on Tuesday, and it wasn't even really an assignment. I finished my paper, and I was just going to review it, make sure there were no typing errors or anything, which I found 2.
We call those typos.
Typos, yeah. I found 2 typos, and so I'm glad I went and looked back at it. And then I turned that in. And I'm thinking, I'm basically done until finals. I got nothing else to do. And then my cognitive professor decides he's going to drop 2 quizzes. Well, I didn't do them in the morning time, which I should have done. Because I didn't think they'd be hard. I thought they'd be, like 10 multiple choice questions, nothing big. I went to Health Psych.
So
yeah, Jonathan Black, we've talked about him on the show a couple times, brought donuts to the class because it's our last day of class for that class. I don't have to go back. And super awesome dude. And he was like, yeah, y'all have as many of y'all as y'all want. Just have a couple for my student workers. What you guys don't eat will go to the faculty at the psychology building, and they have the money to afford their own dadgum donuts. And I was like, that's funny. You make me laugh, mister.
And he gives you donuts.
And he gives me donuts. And then I went to work. Now, work was fun, but it was also kind of stupid. So I went to Fresh with one of my bosses to take down the Thanksgiving decorations because Fresh will be closed for Thanksgiving. But Perry's having Thanksgiving. And apparently, Thanksgiving at Perry's really popular because people come and eat there before the Egg Bowl. And it's like really crowded, and I didn't know that. So we were taking the decorations down, and we were going to take them to Perry and start decorating. Well, after we take all the decorations, not all the decorations down, we left some of them up, but about 3/4 of the decorations down and lugged them over to Perry. We get there, and one of the managers of Perry, his name's Dwight, he was looking through them. He said he didn't like any of the decorations because he wanted it to be realistic, or real pumpkins and real stuff like that, and not the fake leaves that we had for the garland and all that stuff. And we were like, oh, okay. And then I had to take everything back to Fresh and redecorate and all that stuff. But
Why?
I did, huh?
Why redecorate?
I don't know.
Thanksgiving will be over when.
I don't know. It's just what I was told. But then I got to drive the golf cart around and take off and put up all the Thanksgiving hours, which was fun because I like
That's always
riding
fun.
the golf cart around campus. And then I go to marketing class, and I finish my marketing study guide for my final that I had on Tuesday. It's not a final, but I'm not taking the final in that class unless I do bad on this exam. And then
That's how I feel about one of my classes.
I start to take my cognitive quizzes. Keep in mind, I get out of marketing at 3:15. We're supposed to go see a movie at 4. My cognitive quizzes. First one, 20 questions. 10 of them are essay questions. My second one is 6 essay questions. And I'm like, who in their right mind is going to post 2 quizzes like this
With 16 essay questions.
the Tuesday that we get out for Thanksgiving? I'm like, you make me want to, why I oughta.
Why I oughta.
I mean, wow, that was the most. And that professor, who I've had another class before, has always been like a super cool dude. I've liked being in his classes.
That's why I skip his class every day.
I do. He shouldn't make attendance optional. But, dude, like, what the crap? What was that?
I know not to take his class now.
Was that the punishment for not going to class?
It honestly might have been.
Like, or for, because nobody, I don't think anybody goes to that class besides the people who do. But,
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of people
I think
who-
I could make that statement about all of my
That's true.
classes.
Like, it's just, not a lot of people go to that class
Yeah.
because attendance is optional. And, like, I made a 147 out of a 150 on the second midterm without going to that class. Like, you can learn the material without being there. But that was just kind of crazy. But I finished it. I had to miss the movie, unfortunately. But that was my
It's a
Tuesday.
pretty good movie. But you heard all about it while me and Daniel were reviewing it right next to you. But
Yeah. Like, geez, I feel like I just watched it. Lauren went and saw it last night also. She said it was good.
you should watch it at some point just because you've seen the other ones. And
I
we can
haven't
do-
seen 4 or part 2 of Mockingbird.
Watch the 4th one and then we'll
Yeah.
make a Caleb PM ranking all of them.
It's Caleb PM.
Boom. It's Caleb PM. Boom. I haven't done one of those in a while.
We should just do Caleb PM in a completely different key, but it'd be like the same
Yeah, that
melody and beat. But
Stop.
like, It's not gonna take long.
Okay.
It's a 3-chord song, dude.
Cool.
But like,
There's no telling.
I promise. So instead of doing it in G, which is what we do it in, we just take it up an entire like 5 frets. Just. Scalabrian, repeat. Scalabrian. We just take it up a whole 5 keys.
And then one of the
Awesome.
times when we do It's Caleb All Day, when we do our first ever 24-hour live
It's
stream,
Caleb on.
we'll put the thingy here.
I don't know if I can. I don't have a cutoff on my.
No, right here. I'm gonna put it right
On
there.
the 11th.
Yeah.
See if that's. I don't know if that's possible. For the C at least.
Or I can come over here and just hold these down while you play up here.
This is not. It's Caleb Day! It's Caleb all day! It's honestly not a bad little groove. It's just impossible to play.
Yeah.
The C's hard to play.
Just practice that.
It's Caleb all day.
Just practice that for when we inevitably have to do that.
Maybe that. Nope. Okay, it's okay. Maybe if we do Caleb all day, we can use your guitar since you've got a cut off there, and I can
Oh, that's true.
play it up as high as I really need it to.
Real.
Boom.
Anything else happen to you this week? Or was it just Tuesday?
I mean, I guess if you went back to last week, we could talk about some stuff. We could talk about my family's Thanksgiving, but
We did go to your family.
I don't have too many stories from this week that I can recall.
That's fair.
I
I feel very similar about my 2 days of classes. Like, I had more assignments due on Monday than days of the week of a school week. As in to say I had like 6 or 7 assignments. And it was the Monday before Thanksgiving. And I was just kind of like, can't we just not?
Which is not.
Like,
I mean, I'm getting texts from my mom like, "Hey, do you have class this week?" Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. Charlie said all of his were canceled. I was like, "Well,
He's a freshman.
that's
So,
what do you? Sorry, mom. I have class and I have assignments and they're due. Those quizzes weren't due like at the end of the week, but I just wanted to get all my work done. So when I come back, all I gotta do is finals.
that's valid.
Yeah.
But yeah, Monday was fine, and work was really fun because I didn't for the first time all semester. What?
You're really.
Thanks. For the first time all semester, I didn't have any events to do, so I kind of just got to chill in my office. And this was also the first time that I didn't have much homework. I know I just said I had a lot of assignments due, but I did those throughout the day. So because I didn't check the schedule, I thought that there was a couple events on Monday, and that looked a little, that's cool. So I sat there and I checked. I got bored at one point because I was just watching YouTube, and then I went to see if Jack Smith ever got put back on Cool Math Games, and it was. So I put like 2 hours into Jack Smith, and then I watched anime. I almost finished one, but then I finished it when I got home. But I finished it before. The first time I watched it, it got an 81 or an 82, and this time it got an 85. So it went up a little bit in my rankings. So that was cool. Tuesday, I agree. I couldn't have cared on Tuesday. I was so done. I only had 2 of my classes because the other 2 were canceled. But they were only 50-minute classes, but that was the longest 100 minutes of the semester. Like I just oh my goodness, I just could not. I was so tired. Japanese was fun though because we got at one point we got to like trade partners, and we kept trading partners and asking them what they liked. And at one point, I was wearing my Florida Mayhem sweatshirt, which is an Overwatch League team, and that he asked me, it was like, I would say it, but then you make fun of me for speaking Japanese. I'm
Probably.
He said, "Donna game wo shimasu." Wait, gomo donna game ga ski desu ka? Which is,
Style.
you know, it did kind of sound like that. Which means what game do you like? And we don't know, like, what video game do you like? And then I was like, and then before I answered, he pointed at my sweatshirt. He was like, Overwatch? I was like, yeah. So, but he plays Overwatch too, so then we have to talk about Overwatch.
That's fine.
But yeah, all that to say, that was fun. My other class was kind of sad because it was our last experimental psych meeting, and it was like actually stuff to do. We have our exam next Tuesday, which is just awesome. Thanks, Cliff. Very cool. So yeah, that was very nice.
Yeah.
But I really like his class, but I was so tired and I felt bad. I was like, I kept getting on my phone because I would get like, I just need to stimulate my brain, and he spent 30 minutes on one thing that I already pretty much understood. So I was kind of, you know what, every once in a while I'm gonna check my phone, make the time go by faster. But then class ended. I got to come back here, played a little bit of Overwatch. Wait, no, I didn't. Yes, I did. I think I played a little bit. I don't know. I don't remember. And then we went and saw that movie. I think I already gave my opinion on it earlier in the stream, but I won't talk about it anymore because we're gonna have a video coming out of it. Yeah. I started editing it last night, and it was taking me a long time. I think I got like maybe halfway. Not really. No. I got like 5 minutes of it done, but it was like 22 minutes of video, and I deleted at least 5 minutes also. So kind of close to being done.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I can finish that before I leave for Madison today, and I need to leave by 11. So
I'm leaving at like maybe 12, 11.
So 11 at the latest.
Yeah.
Because I gotta go straight to the passport place to get my passport
He
renewed.
does have to get his passport renewed because he's going to Spain.
Yeah.
That's
So-
spring break.
Yeah. I had a fun weekend. I went to Madison. It was in my plans to go. I had Samson. I had to take him back, but I didn't know that my parents weren't going to be there. But I mentioned that earlier. I found that out like halfway through the week. But I was like, well, my plans literally revolve around going to Madison. So this is the best chance I have to get Samson there. So I'm just going to do it now. And I hung out with Julia for the weekend, but got to play disc golf with Andy and Jacob. One of those guys is really cool. I'm not going to say who, but Jacob isn't. But we didn't get to finish our round, which sucked, but we'll probably end up playing today or probably not tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know. But, then me and Julia went shopping, and I bought 6 pops on Saturday night. So that was cool.
He did.
But 2 of them were from Five Below, so they were cheap.
Yeah. One of them didn't have a box.
One of them didn't have a box, so it ended up being free because it was like buy one get one free. So I only had to pay for the other one. The other one was
That was a stretch, man.
the other one was this one,
Starbright.
which this is awesome
Starlight.
because this is one of the rare pops in my collection now, and it was only like $10. So that was cool.
What? Oh, the Dundee fell. I was like, what just happened?
I was really confused. This was one of the ones I got from Five Below. Very cool. And this was the $4 pop. I got it because it's Five Nights at Freddy's, and
Five Nights at Freddy's.
they had a Springtrap pop, but it was $40, and I was kind of like, maybe once I get paid again, I'll come back for this.
Yeah.
Because $40 is like a lot of money, apparently. So yeah.
It is.
And then I also got a couple more. I'm trying to think.
I just wanna be your
Got one at-
stick-ball.
Joy bought one for me at Walmart because she's a G like that.
Oh,
She's a real
sweet
one.
Julia.
Very nice of her.
She never watches the show.
Yeah. stand her. What was that the guy named Six?
If I was really her favorite of the friends, she would watch the show.
Well, she doesn't wake up until 10 unless she has to.
She was
I know,
really,
right? I agree. She should wake up and then turn it on.
I mean, that's
And then
just
fall
kind
back
of,
asleep
it's just
too.
kind of rude, actually.
I'll talk to her.
Please do. You know what? I'll talk to her about it.
Please do.
I'll just say, hey, you think you can write on my Caleb AM chalkboard and not
And
watch
get away
Caleb
with it?
AM? Like,
Evil. I'm trying to think. What was the other one you got? Stop. Oh yeah, I also went to GameStop and got a Gojo Pop.
Gojo.
Apparently this bozo saw it at Five Below, so I lost $7 on that transaction. But oh well, I've been looking for it for a while. Then $9 Pop started, so I went to GameStop yesterday, and I got this Sigma Pop that I wanted, so that was cool. And I also got 2 more of the very cheap Jurassic World Pops, and they were like $3 each, and one of them was damaged, so it was like $2. So that was cool. What?
I'm a freaking my bozo. I saw a
Because you
pop.
didn't
I saw
tell
a
me
pop.
about it.
I didn't know you wanted it. I didn't
I
know you
had
were
the
gonna.
other one.
I didn't know
I
you
told
were
you
gonna.
I wanted
I didn't know
it.
you were gonna. I don't know who Gojo is. I don't pay attention when you
Yes,
talk
you
about
do.
Gojo.
You literally talked about how cool Gojo is.
Who is Gojo?
He's the dude from JJK that has the bandana over his
That's right.
eyes.
I do like Gojo.
Moron, he's on the pop.
My fault. I mean, I'm not a bozo. Didn't know you were
I
gonna-
lost $7 on
I
that.
thought maybe you already had them. I'm sorry.
Whenever I see
That's
pops that I think you like, I take a picture and
I
send them
thought
to
you had it. My fault. Doesn't make me a bozo.
You owe me $7. You're not a bozo, Caleb.
Well, wouldn't hurt you to say it every now and
Say what? You're not a bozo? Every once in a while, I just need to tell you that you're not
then.
a
Hey, Caleb,
bozo.
you're not a bozo.
Yeah,
Is that too
you're
much?
You're not a bozo.
Is that too much to ask?
Fine, I'll start doing that.
Thank you.
So yeah, I got those, and then I got some Jurassic World Pops and that Sigma Pop.
And then
And I also found out that the Ian Malcolm Pop I bought a while ago went down to $1.
nice.
They really want to get rid of that thing. I want to see what the market value of it is on Pop Land.
Let's see. My weekend, Friday, I went to a birthday party with lasagna involved. It was really good. Saturday, I went to a Thanksgiving at Mr. Thomas's uncle with ribs and barbecue. It was alright. And Sunday was my family's Thanksgiving that my dear friends got to come to. And
Oh,
boy,
that's
howdy,
good.
that was a lot of fun. We played pool. We played can jam. We ate good food. We talked.
Wow.
It was a lot of fun. What was your favorite dish?
My favorite dish was probably the sweet potato casserole. It was very good.
Mm-hmm. I think my favorite dish was the hash brown casserole.
I don't like the new thing that they're doing with this trending value stuff. I don't know if you've noticed this, where it's like powered by
No,
eBay.
it
'Cause
signed
it's
me
way
out.
wrong.
It signed me out of my account, and
$5 for
Yeah.
this bull crap. There was like 40.
it
before
signed
that.
me out of my account, and I can't.
That's not $5.
Yeah.
That's not $5. That's not $5. That's not $5.
I understand.
It's really annoying. A lot of mine went down really bad. Like one of mine was in the 20s, and now it's valued at $1.
So they
What?
use eBay now.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
it's really dumb and it's really annoying.
I bet my pop
It
collection.
tanked the value of my collection, but some of them
I bet mine's gonna drop like crazy.
went up.
You know.
So, like my most expensive pop now is MM from the Boys, and then my second most expensive is Starlight from the Boys. And I wasn't really expecting that.
It's flashing. I'm surrounded by madness. Little cabs.
Yeah, my Inosuke pop is worth $30. It's the base one. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm gonna scan it and see how much it's worth now. Maybe it'll be worth like $5,000.
5,000.
128.
Oh, so it's around the same.
I thought it was like 190. Oh well. I found these off mine. They're worth $168. I found them on some website where you can buy one get one 70% off, and it was $30. And I found another pop on there. I wanted for 20. So I was like, "This is what I want for Christmas. Let's make it happen."
Yeah.
Sent that to Julia, so we'll see what.
I sent out my finalized Christmas list to my parents.
I should probably do that. I thought that's actually pretty close to Christmas now.
I sent a rough draft to my mom back in August. She asked for a finalized. So.
Correct the grammar on this. 3 spelling mistakes. Come on.
Yeah.
This is indeed. There's like 4 things on mine, but they're pretty expensive. So, I only AirPods are on it. I want AirPods and some new on clouds.
My only like expensive thing is a guitar pedal, and everything else is a Funko Pop or a book.
I have a couple pops on mine, but they're all like rare, and one of them is like $80. Although I found it for, I want to see what you think of this. I found it for $30 on eBay, but
eBay.
Where's like the
sticking out
the messages? Oh, it was taken off. It was this pop, but for whatever reason there was like white blurs over her eyes all 3 times, and the thing that said Demon Slayer. I was like, what are you trying to hide?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would buy one of these because like $27 isn't bad, but then the shipping is the same amount as the price.
Yeah,
I ain't doing that.
You know what I should have added to my Christmas list?
What?
The Austin vinyl or the album vinyl. Or Gregory Allen Isaacoff's.
Yo, I just got this.
Oh, that's sick.
I paid $11 for it though.
Chumps.
Yeah.
I can't buy any pops right now because I gotta do Christmas shopping.
I got Julia a Christmas gift. I got my Secret Santa a couple things, and I got Andy this sweatshirt like a month ago for Christmas. So I'm doing pretty good on shopping.
I haven't bought anything yet, but I've got everything except for one of my gifts I gotta get picked out. So yeah, we'll see when I get that finished. I don't know when that'll be, but hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later. And then I gotta order most of everything, so I need to go ahead and do that whenever I get a chance. I think I'm gonna try using. Have you heard of Klarna?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try using Klarna and see if I like it better
than Mercari.
No, it's not.
I don't know what Klarna is. I've heard of it before.
It's like you pay, like instead of paying for everything at once, you pay it in 4 payments.
Oh.
And each pay, like you pay 17, like for the item I'm getting, I pay 17 one week, 17 the next week, 17 the next week, and 17 the next week. And they say it's no interest, and as long as you don't miss a payment, there is a late payment fee of $7.50.
Doesn't automatically charge you?
I think you can make it automatically charge you, but I don't know.
Because I would hate that if I had to remember to do it every week, because then it would feel even worse than just paying for the item by itself, because you got to pay for it 4 times.
I'm gonna see.
That would suck.
I'm gonna see if it automatically charges you, because I'd rather do 17 a week, since every second week I get paid. So just feel like $17 would just be coming out of my paycheck, kind of, for those 2 weeks, and those 2 weeks just be like I'm paying $17. Well, I'm gonna see how it works though, and if I want to actually do it, because that's like the only really expensive.
Who's this gift for? I know what it is.
You don't know what
I
it
don't
is.
know what it is.
It's not an engagement ring, if that's what you were thinking.
I would hope not. For $64. $68.
Merry Christmas.
Look, it's a ring pop that's gold plated.
Is it
It's
24
fake gold?
It's a 24 karat gold ring pop. That's something Mr. Beast would do.
Probably.
Did you see his new video?
Buried alive for a week. Yeah.
I didn't finish it. It was boring. He's already done it.
He has already done it. It was fun. I watched it.
I just didn't finish it. I didn't watch Dude Perfect's new video either.
Theirs was fun.
It was.
Garrett didn't win though. So.
Spoiler alert. I'm just kidding. probably, I don't know. I have to finish Loki over Thanksgiving break. I have to finish Ahsoka over Thanksgiving break.
If we have Disney Plus, I might binge watch Loki because I won't have much to do.
I promised Mark from my office that I would finish Loki so we could talk about it.
I've heard very, very good things about it. Like, I've heard it's the best Marvel show.
And I've seen 2 episodes, and I was in love with the 2 episodes I watched, so I'm very much so looking forward to it. If the 2 episodes are an indicator, it's, in my opinion, a lot better than season 1.
Season 1 was already my favorite, so I'm hoping it was better than season 1 because then it will be even better. I don't look back fondly on any of the other Marvel shows. They're all kind of crap. Besides Hawkeye.
Thank you. I love Hawkeye.
Even then, it's not that fun.
Oh, it's so much fun. I love Hawkeye.
It has its moments.
Christmas hijinks with a crime boss.
It has its
And Haley
moments.
Steinfeld is... I love Haley Steinfeld, so...
Fair.
But I love that show. Moon Knight was really good. The
I
rest
didn't
of the
finish Moon Knight because my Disney Plus got canceled in the middle of it, and it was it was good, but it was really slow, and it was kind of like, well, I'm not going to go out of my way to ask somebody for their Disney Plus.
Oh, the finale of Moon Knight was kind of stupid in some regards, but it was overall I liked the show a lot.
Didn't we talk about this last week?
Maybe, probably, I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah.
Mandalorian season 4 is underway.
Yippee! Hopefully they don't drop the ball like they did with the 3rd season. They're probably going to.
They officially named Dave Filoni creative director of Star Wars. I'm like, well, dear gracious,
Hasn't he already been?
No. Like, dear
That's what I'm
gracious,
saying.
why did it take y'all so long
Like,
to do that?
He does everything.
Like, everything he does in the Star Wars universe is really, really good. How has he not been creative director before? Because I thought he was too, and then I saw the Instagram post, like, officially announced new creative director, because they hired a new, Lucasfilm hired a new, like, boss. And then that boss appointed Dave Filoni as creative director.
Good for him.
It's a woman.
Good for her. She's making strides.
Like,
she
good
seems
job.
like a genius.
Good job. Yeah, she said she wants to make Star Wars more like an MCU type thing, where it's one timeline with a bunch of different stories rather than a trilogy for everything. So I'm like, I think that could work with Star Wars. I mean,
I think it would work with Star Wars. I still think that having a mainline trilogy would be a good thing. But
yeah.
like, don't just have a main story to tell a bunch of side stories.
Yeah.
But I think that besides Empire Strikes Back,
Okay, they came back on. Go ahead.
that my favorite Star Wars movie is one of the side stories, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it ties in, but Rogue One is an incredible movie.
Rogue One's incredible. Movie's so good. I hated when that movie came out, and I talked to people about it. Well, I hated everyone dies at the end.
Everyone dies at the end.
Screw any
Idiots.
sense. I mean, that's...
What else did you want to happen?
It's war. Did you want them to survive the Death Star? Like...
Why didn't they...
Dude.
I remember I saw a fan theory that in their final moments, Jamerso and they birthed Rey.
Yeah.
I was like
no. She
wasn't
pregnant.
even pregnant.
Like, stop!
That was one of the dumbest fan theories I've ever seen. One of my favorite things about that movie is that they don't even kiss at the end.
Yeah.
Like, they just hug. And I was like, that was... So, I would have much preferred that than seeing, like, the...
Like when
With
when Rey and Kylo Ren kissed.
Yes.
That was the most awkward kiss I've ever seen in like a movie of that size and magnitude. I mean, they literally just like look at each other and they don't even change the camera angle for the kiss. They just go in on it.
And they didn't even do the Michael Bay spin around
I'm
shot.
like, what
Yeah.
is this?
I wasn't expecting that. There was like zero romantic tension with them
I know.
in the first 2 movies. They don't even hang out that much in the first 2 movies. Or
Like,
interact. They don't hang out at all ever.
I saw it with Jackie. She's like, "Oh, thank God they kissed." I was like, "What do you mean, thank God they kissed? Have you watched the other 2? Like, where's this? Like, that was the most shocking thing to happen in a Star Wars movie.
That was more shocking than
them-
bringing Darth Sidious.
Yeah, like they like I was like, "What? What is this?" I thought there was more romantic tension between her and Poe Dameron.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what? It's okay.
Yeah.
That was so dumb. I
Those
hate that
movies
movie.
weren't actually that good, actually.
What? Those movies?
Those 3.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one's still good.
I love 7, but
Force Awakens was really good, but because of the other 2 movies failed so bad, it kind of you know.
I blame.
You can't go back and watch the 7th one without thinking about
how bad the other two are. Yeah,
which we talked about that extensively in our Caleb PM ranking.
Go watch that. I hate Disney for deciding they wanted to do 3 different directors for a trilogy.
And they were like, we won't tell the directors to talk with each other at all or anything. We'll just,
of course,
guess what they wanted to do with this story.
I still like Ron Johnson just literally admitted to throwing out the blueprint that J.J. Abrams gave him. Really makes me mad because dude, it is a trilogy. I mean, if you want to change some things up, like you're the director, go for it. But like,
I hate when directors do crap like that.
I'm just like, come on, man.
Like
this is like, I think Ryan Johnson's a great director, but
I mean,
that's
he
kind
made
of
Knives Out.
That's kind of a boneheaded move. I mean,
yeah.
This is a franchise that's bigger than yourself, buddy. Okay, like you didn't invent this.
Off.
This isn't Knives Out. Like you can't just do whatever you want with this.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just. That makes me. It's okay. We can not talk about Star Wars except.
I want Knives Out 3.
I did too. Apparently, he's writing it currently.
I hope so.
But
wait for Benoit Blanc to die in it, so there's no chance of a 4th one.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way people know to not have another movie.
I do.
That was a lie. I don't want him to die. That would be really stupid in
Yeah.
a murder mystery where the murder happens at the start of the movie.
And the detective is the one who gets murdered.
Dude, when I was watching Glass Onion, I was horrified because I was like, my power went out while I was in the middle of watching it, so I was like angry, and I texted you, and I was like,
yeah,
dude, I'm so mad, and you're like, is it because of Blanc? And I was like, what? I was like, does that mean that Blanc is the killer?
Yeah. No.
I was like enraged the rest of that movie. I was like, there's no way they're gonna reveal that like Blanc killed somebody so he could jumpstart his career again.
No.
Thankfully that didn't happen. But
yeah, but Ryan Johnson's not that stupid.
yeah, that would be really stupid. That would make it worse than
a lot of movies.
A lot of movies.
Last
Jedi.
I need to rewatch Andor because that show's so.
I need to watch
good.
Andor.
I love that show so much. It's really slow up until the heist. Once the heist starts, the whole show picks up pace and it's incredible. But even before that, the dialogue in the show is just so.
I really like the first 3 episodes.
It's so like how evil the Empire is and how much like people actually like. Cause in the like I know that Empire is always evil, but in like the original trilogy and stuff, it's like. What are they really doing that's bad?
You're just told that they're evil.
Yeah, like in this one you actually see it, and it's like oppression and stuff, and it's so good. And then you even see like the dark side of how the rebellion got started and how like they had to do evil stuff too. And yeah, Axis is such a cool character too. I love Axis. But great.
I need to watch it.
Great show.
I just haven't got around to finishing it.
I need to finish Ahsoka because apparently people are saying it was really good. I stopped after the first episode. I was kind of upset with it, but
I haven't heard much about Ahsoka. Which
it's basically a continuation of Rebels, and that's what makes me mad. From the first episode, I guess it could change, but I don't know.
After I stopped watching Disney Plus shows like the new Star Wars and new Marvel shows, I stopped hearing about them because I didn't really hear about them much while I was watching them, but I was watching them, so I thought about them more. But nobody has shut up about Loki season 2. And like months ago, I kept talking about how excited I was for it, and I still really want to watch it. It's just, I wish I watched it as it was coming out, but I didn't because I don't have a lot of time, and I don't have Disney Plus, so I'd have to watch it on the TV.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm really tired of every show coming out having to be like 50 minutes long per episode.
I wish I would have forced myself every week to watch it because I could.
I wish that first week we had watched it.
Yeah, I know. There's so many shows. Not so many. There's 2 shows we should have made reviews on.
How did we manage to do it with She-Hulk?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it was 23 minutes an episode. But
we've watched, or I guess we haven't, because I watched the first 2 episodes of Invincible as they came out, but I didn't with Loki, and that really pisses me off.
I watched the first 2
I'm
episodes of
angry at
Invincible.
myself. The second episode was a lot better than the first one.
I didn't see the first half of it, so I'm going off of your and Colton's words.
Except for
the second half.
The final battle was
That was so.
the final battle was stupid, but before that, the second episode was pretty good. First episode was stupid throughout. That was
It baffles me
that
that
idiotic.
this is what Invincible fans had to wait years for, because this is just
the
bad
continuity
writing.
errors is what gets me. I'm like, you spent 2 years to have a fight where Invincible gets shot into a cave underwater, and the next thing we know, he's on a beach.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
I was like, 2 years to not
like, why?
have holes in your story.
I just didn't get why did they have this? Like, he shot or he threw the monster down
It was
into the
3
hole.
years, wasn't it?
I don't even. I think it was 2019 when the
So
first
4
season
years.
came out.
Okay.
But like, why have? Or it might not have been. It might have been 2020.
I think it was 2020.
Why have the scene of him knocking the monster into the hole, and then the scene of the monster grabbing him, if the next scene was going to be him back on land?
Yeah.
Like, why not just knock the monster into the hole and then have the next scene him being on land? Because that makes sense. But him getting dragged into the abyss, and then the next shot being him coughing up some throw up on the beach, just that is the most infuriatingly stupid design. And they, in a later episode, they can't go back and like show a flashback of that scene. Like, how'd you even escape? Because it doesn't freaking matter.
Yeah.
It's too late at that point. Oh my god.
I wanna
it's
make-
so stupid.
I want to make a short film called The Worst Short Film of All Time and just do a whole bunch of continuity errors throughout it, just for like comedic purposes, like that. Just something that makes absolutely no sense, just to be funny. But speaking of, I need to see if there's been any update on our
What's happening?
short film. I doubt there has been, but I want to check. I do have a notification.
Oh wow. Season 1 came out in 2021.
20. Oh, it did.
That honestly surprises me.
It's still undecided.
I thought it came out a long time ago.
I thought it was 2020 because I feel like everyone was watching it during COVID, but I guess I'm wrong. Dude, we better get in the freaking film festival. I've been up at night thinking about that. I'm just like, please this time, please.
Would be nice.
It would be so.
Wouldn't it be nice?
I just want one of the really cool.
Imagine
Imagine if we won something and we could put a trophy up here for it. And their trophies are sick.
Yeah, that'd be
I
cool.
want one so bad. Speaking of trophies, have you seen the thumbnail for today?
No.
It's so stupid. But I was proud of it because I thought it was really funny. Best Buy.
We lost a subscriber.
I know, we did that yesterday.
Yeah.
I was so upset.
Hey, at least
I
it
think what
happened after we hit 500.
Yeah, I think what happened is somebody subscribed from mine and JJ's SEC logos video.
And then
Yeah,
when
I
they
posted a
saw,
Spidey
yeah,
news
when
and
they
they were
saw
like, "What
the
is
other
this?"
content, they were like, no.
Yeah, but it's okay.
It happens.
I need to make a new bracket madness with JJ at some point, but it won't be this week because I'm going home. But I still want to make a. I don't know. I started the Gang War comic series that started
How's that?
last week. First book was really stupid because they revealed who hired Shotgun to. I guess they technically didn't reveal who hired Shotgun. They revealed who hired Hammerhead to assassinate Madame Mask, and it was Count Nefario, which is really stupid. Because I don't know if you know who that is. He's basically a villain who looks exactly like Doctor Strange.
Oh, yeah. I know
I
that.
was like, why? That makes no sense, but it's okay. It really made me mad that that's who they just revealed like that, and like really Zeb Wells, this is how you're starting it. It's technically not Gang War, it's Gang War First Strike, which is just like the prelude to it. Gang War doesn't start until December, but I'm just really upset that that's what they did first, and yeah, it's okay though. I guess I should understand Zeb Wells is gonna let me down, but it is what it is.
I've heard people don't like it.
No, people hate him. They say this is like the worst Amazing Spider-Man run of all time, which I disagree with because the run before his was pretty bad. I mean, the main villain of the run before his was Boomerang. like it's kind of stupid, but
How are we gonna beat him?
yeah, it was
He has boomerangs.
like,
He talks in an Australian accent. There's nothing I can do.
which I do have a couple of the comics from the past run because the cover's really cool. Like the one with the on the top right is from the last run. That's Spider-Man at the bar with no name sitting next to Boomerang, who's saying, "Tell me if you've heard this one."
Yeah.
A Spider-Man walks into a bar. It's so dumb. But yeah, it was.
Dude, speaking of Spider-Man, the trailers that they showed before the Hunger Games was like the most lackluster series of trailers I've ever seen.
Were they all Spider-Man?
No, it was Madam Web, Aquaman, and dude, they were so forgettable. What was the third one?
You forgot it.
It was Ghostbusters.
Oh, I forgot that.
Although the new Ghostbusters does look kind
Is
of.
Paul Rudd in this one?
Yeah. It looks like it's gonna be better than the other new ones.
The other new one was really bad.
It wasn't
Except for
really
Paul
bad.
Rudd.
It was the adults were really good and the kids were terrible. Like,
I do
oh
love
my
Paul Rudd, so I'll go
goodness.
see it. And I like Ghostbusters, so I'll go see it.
Yeah, I'm a Ghostbusters guy. Sometimes I go back and listen to the Ghostbusters theme. That is one of the best songs ever.
As far as movie themes go, it's got to be top 5.
It'd probably be in my top 3 movie themes.
I mean, you got.
It's probably my favorite movie theme.
I think
honestly.
Star Wars would be my favorite. Indiana Jones is up there.
I think I like it more than Star Wars just because there's words and it's so groovy and funky.
It is groovy and funky.
It's not as nostalgic as Star Wars, but it's so groovy and funky.
I think Ghostbusters would be my number 3. Unless I'm just. The Terminator has a really good movie theme.
I have to go look at my movie themes.
I don't know. That would be a good Caleb PM. Ranking movie themes.
Our top 10 movie themes.
Mm-hmm.
Make a list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah, it was those 3, and like Ghostbusters Frozen Kingdom, like it doesn't look bad. It looks better than the first one, not the first Ghostbusters, the first remake, the first reboot, I guess. Although it's not even a
I ain't
reboot.
scared of no ghost.
The first new one, looks a little bit better than that one, and like I really didn't hate that movie. Like as I just said, it was
You know, there's
just the kids stuff does not like.
Yeah.
Not everything new has to be about
Children?
the children.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Dude,
It worked for Stranger
the
Things.
girl-
Just cut it out.
The
Nobody
girl,
cares.
old lady Ghostbuster, I think is overhated.
Really?
It was not a bad movie. Like, obviously, it's the worst of all the Ghostbusters, but it wasn't bad. I still enjoyed watching it. And it had a 5 Seconds of Summer song that was really awesome.
I've never heard a single good thing about that movie. So
Yeah, I liked it. I know, like, the general consensus is that it's horrible and sucks and it has no place in movies, but I liked it. If I Peach Crisp got it, it'd probably be a 50 something, which I guess isn't great, but I think it's overhated because it still was a fun watch.
I haven't gotten to do this.
You know, there's a psychology error in the first Ghostbusters movie.
What is it?
Bill Murray's character says he's gonna do something with positive reinforcement, and what he actually meant was negative
Well,
reinforcement.
That's a 49 on
Oh, I guess that's not that bad.
audience score. I thought it would have had like a 10
A 10?
based off what I hear.
Yeah, because what I hear about it does sucks, but I like it.
I never watched it because at that point I had seen the original Ghostbusters, but I was a little kid. It was like 2016, I think. I was like
Yeah.
12, 13 years old, so the only thing I cared about was Marvel movies. Marvel and Star Wars, and they weren't making Star Wars movies back then.
Isn't that when the
Force Awakens
2017
came
was
out
Force Awakens.
in 2015, I thought.
Oh, okay. If we yeah. Because 2015,
Last Jedi
17, and
was-
19.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Nice memory recall, bro. I'm sorry.
So they were making Star Wars movies back then, so yeah, that's really all I
And then Rogue One was 2016 because it came out in between Force Awakens and The Last Jedi.
Yeah,
Great movie.
so I don't know. I also when it came out, everybody said it was bad, so I didn't want to see it. But when the other one, Afterlife, came out, I went and saw it because I was like,
Paul Rudd.
I like Paul Rudd, I like Ghostbusters, I'll go see it.
Rudd, dude.
And
He's so awesome.
dude, I haven't watched all of Stranger Things. I've barely seen any of it.
I'll
But
watch the first
if the
season.
dude that is in Afterlife acts as poorly in Stranger Things, I don't get how
It's so
he has a job.
Yeah.
Like it was just bad, and none of the stuff with the kids was good. And it was like, I don't like when they have kids and adults both doing the same thing, because since they gotta pander to the young audience, they always make the kids more intelligent and better than the adults, and it's like, that's so dumb. It works sometimes, but I don't want to see the stupid 12-year-old kids solve every problem while Paul Rudd's just like doing that the whole movie. Sorry. Sound a little pedantic. Maybe I'll rewatch that movie and do a peach crisp of it before the new movie comes
New
out.
movie comes out.
But
And then when the new movie comes out, we can rank all the Ghostbusters.
I'd have to rewatch the first two, and watch the.
It's okay. The one one's in last. We can commit to that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The first one,
Ghostbusters 2 isn't that
Ghostbusters 2 is whatever. There's no way. I don't think Frozen Kingdom has any chance of beating Ghostbusters 1.
I don't think
That
Ghostbusters 1 is the best one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Clearly.
It would have to be Frozen Kingdom that beat it, and I don't think there's a chance it
I don't think
happens.
it does either.
Because that movie is freaking awesome.
Movie's great.
Should have been on my honorable mentions, honestly. I love that movie.
I ain't afraid of ghosts. That's my favorite Halloween watch is Ghostbusters. That and Hubie Halloween, but that's just Hubie Halloween's funny.
Should have watched Ghostbusters this year.
Should have watched Ghostbusters this year. I have not watched that movie in
You
a
ever
while.
played Don't Cross the Streams?
No.
Oh. It's another one of my weird family games I played with Andy. I'll tell you about it later.
Okay. Is it about me crossing my legs right now?
Not really.
Oh.
No. Yeah, now I'm actually more excited for that movie that I've talked about it.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. I thought, honestly,
Is that next year? Or is it?
it's either the end of this year or early next year. I
Maybe
don't
that'll be a
remember.
good December movie to go and like a Christmas time movie to go and watch. Because
It's about
Aquaman.
cold.
Aquaman 2, I'm not looking forward to.
Let me look up when it comes out.
I still can't believe that's the Christmas release this year is Aquaman 2. That really makes me mad.
Yeah.
I need to see when the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie comes out. I'm excited about that.
Guess I should have looked at Ghostbusters. One of the craziest things to me is that there's not a Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah.
Like, every time I think about how there's not a Ghostbusters 3, it really messes with my head. Because, like, I literally thought that there was one as a kid. And every other classic movie has a trilogy at least.
Indiana Jones,
March
Back to the
29th,
Future.
2024.
Nah.
Supposed to come out on
It
December
comes out
20th.
after Madam Web. That really makes me mad.
It was supposed to come out on December 20th, but because of the strikes, they pushed it back.
Dude, I know it's a Spider-Man movie, but I really don't know if I'm gonna go and sit through Madam Web after that trailer.
I'm gonna go watch it because it looks like it's
I
gonna be
mean,
bad.
they completely just went away from that character, like in all regards.
I
There
cannot
is
get over how
nothing.
awesome the line is. That was like, I got to hear two incredible lines. His name is Ezekiel, whatever. He was in the Amazon with my mother while she was
Like, they're
studying
completely-
spiders before she died. It was
They're
like the amount of exposition drops in that is so dumb.
Like, they completely derailed that character too. Like, I'm like, what's wrong with you guys? It's okay to be comic accurate sometimes, and it's okay to not be comic accurate. But this is insane.
His name is so and so. He was in the Amazon with my mom while she was studying spiders before she died. It's like, why'd you say that?
Like, what is
But
wrong?
the Aquaman trailer has that awesome line where it's like, I'm going to kill Aquaman and destroy his city. I'm going to take everything he loves. I'm going to kill his family and burn his city to ashes.
His city's underwater.
That line delivery and line,
Burn it to
like the dude playing Black Mantis, he gave it his all for that line delivery, but you can't fix that line. That's one of the worst written lines ever.
I'm gonna burn his city to the ground. His city's underwater, my
You
guy.
can't burn it.
Like, what?
I'm going to kill Aquaman and destroy everything he loves.
Oh, that's so
Going to
bad,
kill his
dude.
family and burn his city to the ground or to ashes. Like, dude,
Oh, man.
you're not cold.
Dude.
Chill out.
Dude,
Oh
everything.
my God.
I haven't seen the Aquaman 2 trailer, but everything about the Madam Web trailer was stupid. Even the action, that stupid knife scene where he drops the knife and like does the weird flippy thing. I'm like, alright, if you're gonna knock off Winter Soldier, at least make it look like Winter Soldier. That looked horrible.
Are you talking about like when the camera flipped? Or like the knife?
The knife.
I was gonna say, because when the trailer started and it had that, like, where like when she got flipped over, the camera flipped with her, I was like, hold up.
That's a cool
let him
shot.
cook. And then they kept going. I was like, no, hold up. Who let this man cook? Stop it!
I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's so...
Yeah.
I hate everything about that trailer. I'm just like, really? Like...
Honestly, when the trailer came out, I was a little shocked because of like Spidey news and everything else. Not even because of the trailer. I've seen a lot of stuff about the movie from you, but I've heard nothing about it outside of that. So like, I genuinely thought it was gonna be one of those movies that just never came out.
I didn't.
So when the trailer came out, I was
scared
like-
of it. I talked about that in Monday Memo a couple weeks ago. I was like, talking about how like the ugly was that 2024 was going to be really stupid and really bad. I was like, we're supposed to get the Madam Web movie, but we've had no news about it since a year ago, and
And then they just
randomly dropped the
they
trailer.
were like, all right guys, let's drop the What If Season 2 trailer and the Madam Web trailer, and they both look trash.
I still haven't watched the What If trailer,
Looked really boring.
but
They are connecting everything again, so I
that's dumb.
literally don't care. Like
I'll still watch it.
I
sure-
definitely won't, considering I can't even manage to watch something I
Loki.
care about.
I'm sure it'll be like season 2 where there's bad episodes, or
Season
season 1 where there's bad episodes and good episodes, and when they connect everything, it'll be really stupid. But that's what I'm predicting.
It was just my issue with shows like that is that they always, because it's not the real timeline, they're like, well, we should probably just kill off every character. Like, that seems to be the only thing they know how to do. They're like,
Yeah.
all right, well, okay, at the end of the episode, everybody dies. It's like, oh, just you can have a wholesome story in these. I like the dark stuff, but like sometimes not everybody has to die.
Yeah, that's basically the same thing as the What If comics. Like, let's see if I can find mine. That's how What If always happens, and then that wasn't dark enough, so they came out recently with What If Dark, and it's like everything happens is horrible. But even in like the original What
I mean,
Ifs,
yeah, I know that that's how it typically
except
works.
for
It's just kind of annoying.
the best What If comic book ever is What If Daredevil killed Kingpin, because that's so good. But I don't have the physical copy of that.
Looking back on the first season, I'm a pretty big hater of it, honestly. I didn't like it. But the only really good episode was the Doctor Strange one, and I wouldn't rewatch any of the other ones. Like, they were all bad. Like,
I need to get new comic book covers because these have little sticky things from when I took the price tag off of them. But yeah. So I really wish. Oh, there's 3 of them. I didn't even get this one. So I really wish Jackie has the annual edition, and I don't know why, because she doesn't read comic books, but she has like 8 of them, and she bought the annual edition of when Peter and Mary Jane actually got married.
posted up over here.
Yeah, I don't know, but
It looks so goofy.
she has the comic book where they get married, and it's the same cover as that, except they're holding hands and the heart's not broken and it's white. And I have the 2 What Ifs where he doesn't marry. This is the only What If that is a 2.
Very Black Cat.
It's the only What If that's a 2-parter. And it's what if he didn't marry MJ and then married Black Cat instead, and MJ dies.
Yep.
But and like every What If is like that, except the Daredevil one is freaking sick, and I wish I had the physical copy of that, but I don't. But yeah, I need to get new comic book covers and backplates soon because I have a lot that I need to bag, and these bags are basically.
How could he get to the wedding and then not marry her, bro? Look at her.
They never got to the wedding.
Oh.
It's just for the cover.
Clickbait.
Because the old cover was like the same exact thing. But
I'm gonna look up the season 2. They dropped the episode names.
I mean, I know it's like a whole different time, but it makes me really mad that comic books nowadays are $3.99. And they used to. There was a time when they were $1. Well, I still think they should be $1. But I guess to be fair, Marvel has gone bankrupt multiple times before they made movies.
This was the one I just think is so funny. They have one called What If Happy Hogan Saved Christmas. I'm kind of excited for that one because I think it might be kind of fun.
I think that one will be.
But
What if Happy Hogan?
This one also sounds kind of cool. Here's all of them. What if Nebula joined the Nova Corps? I don't care.
Yeah.
What if Peter Quill attacked Earth's mightiest heroes? I'll tell you what would happen. He would die. But he's going to kill all of them.
Probably.
What if
I'm interested in that because I like Peter Quill, but I don't.
Kaori reshaped the world? I don't know who Kaori is. Kaori. Kahhhori.
Kaori.
I'm going to look her up.
Yeah, because I'm drawing a blank when you say her name.
I read the comments of when they posted this, and everybody was like, I don't even know who this is. Why are y'all making an episode about it? Do stuff about the characters we like. Because that's the point of What If. I don't know. No clue who that is. What if Hela found the 10 rings? I mean, I guess that's an interesting Hela, Thor's sister.
Yeah.
But like, that's just gonna be, she's gonna use the 10 rings to kill everybody. What if Iron Man crashed into the Grandmaster? I don't know what that means.
Yep, Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, they kept showing Sorcerer Supreme in this one. What if
So
Happy
Iron
Hogan
Man's
saved
gonna be
Christmas?
Sorcerer Supreme.
What if Captain Carter fought the Hydra Stomper? Alright guys, let's bring back the characters nobody cared about.
Let's
What if the Avengers assembled in 1602? That one's kind of cool.
That
sounds kind of
like
cool.
knights and stuff. That'd
Yeah.
be pretty cool.
And then what if Strange Supreme intervened? I do not care.
Strange Supreme was cool.
Yeah, but like that's gonna be connected. He's gonna be like, alright, the only way that we can kill this villain is if we get some random dude from 1602, Happy Hogan from Saving Christmas. It's like,
My least favorite thing about that was the fact that the Watcher was just narrating and Ultron found him.
yeah, that was
so
really stupid. It was really dumb.
Really?
The Ultron one was horribly written too.
Yeah.
Like that one was so dumb. Like, what? It was meme to death. But if Vision could kill Thanos with the Mind Stone, why didn't he do it? Why write that into your story? It was so dumb. And then how in the world did Hawkeye and Black Widow survive and
Yeah.
nobody else did?
I don't
Like, there's no more humans here. It's like, can you not?
I think
The
Uh,
friend?
my favorite one from What If Season 2, or oh my gosh, my favorite one from What If Season 1 was one that everybody hated, and it was like, what if all the Avengers died and Hank Pym
Hated
killed him?
that
I loved that one. I thought that one was sick.
That was probably
But-
my least favorite one to watch. Besides the finales, it was just so dumb.
I loved that one. And then I also loved Party Thor.
Party Thor was really boring. It wasn't funny either.
I thought it was hilarious. Party
the-
Thor and Killmonger.
T'Challa being Star-Lord was it was a cool concept, but I didn't
See,
think it was well done.
I didn't like that
I
one.
didn't like it.
And
The
then-
Captain Carter one wasn't
I
bad,
didn't
but it
like
wasn't.
Carter.
It wasn't good. It was just really boring.
The only other one I liked, other than the two I mentioned, was Killmonger and Iron Man.
Oh, I despise that.
I loved that one too. That one was cool. But the rest of them, yeah. Unless I'm.
Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, that one was really good.
That one was the only really good one, I think.
That one was the best one.
All the other ones dropped the ball.
That was the best one in my opinion.
But
I didn't hate What If though, other than the finale. The finale was really stupid. But Marvel has this thing now where they really want to make the finale of everything stupid. Like the Moon Knight finale wasn't bad, but there was some stupidity in it.
they try to do too much.
The She-Hulk finale was idiotic.
The grounded stuff is a lot more better.
Dude,
It's a lot better to me.
I freaking hate Secret Invasion so much. And the show itself was just bad the entire time, but it wasn't stupid and idiotic and basically said, okay, we can do whatever the freak we want now. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was, oh my gosh. The finale of Secret Invasion was the worst thing Marvel has ever made.
I need to watch it.
It was the worst thing.
I want to watch just the finale and just to get a glimpse.
I can't watch it again. I'd rather watch the entirety of She-Hulk than watch the finale of Secret Invasion. Like, I thought the finale of She-Hulk was just Marvel ruined itself and it was really stupid, but no. Secret Invasion somehow the show about Nick Fury and the Skrulls
Dude, which
was worse
the
than
worst thing
She-Hulk.
about that is going into it, I was excited
I
for
was
Secret
too.
Invasion because it looked so cool.
Yeah.
I was like, this is what the MCU needs.
The whole concept was so stupid. It was, oh my gosh. is so bad. I'll never understand. I don't know. I'll never understand why or how Kevin Feige like
Let that
green
happen.
green lights some of these projects, because I get when you have a big franchise like that and you're making I think they're like in the 50s if you count all the movies and shows and stuff they made.
I think there are 37 movies. No, wait.
I don't know
I don't know.
how a lot of projects happen.
They're reaching the 50s.
Obviously, you're gonna have some misses, but like how you greenlit She-Hulk and Secret Invasion, I don't understand, dude.
It's 33 films.
They should have never. I mean, I guess like I'm thankful for Moon Knight, Hawkeye, and Loki, but they should have never gone to shows. It was just
I agree. Shows are not the main.
That's when it started going
'Cause
downhill.
Then Matt Pat actually made a theory about this. You should watch it. It was like his newest film theory. It was really good, but he talked about like what the MCU should do to fix itself, and he mentioned that
Start
like
over.
no, he actually talked about how rebooting it would be a terrible idea because that doesn't fix anything because the writing is bad. So rebooting it wouldn't do anything. It would just be.
I guess that's
And
right.
since they've lost the trust of their viewers, nobody would be like, oh, well, you're just gonna ruin this character I like. I'm not seeing that movie. But he talked about how in in Phase 4, there's been more minutes of stuff than in the entirety of Phases 1 through 3. Like, there's just too much stuff and none of
That's
it's
true.
good. And it's because of the shows. Because I mean, he talked about how it used to be like they would try something new in between two big movies, like how they threw the first Guardians in, like right after whatever massive blockbuster was before it, and then people
Age
ended
of Ultron, maybe?
yeah, I don't remember, but like people ended up loving it, and then they did the same thing with Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel made a lot of money and all that, and now they just kind of like
Captain Marvel was a good movie.
they tried a bunch of random stuff out, and none of it worked, and then they started doing TV shows, and those didn't work, and they're really stupid.
No, that's what I kind of said something similar in a Monday memo when apparently they're bringing back the original Avengers cast for something, and people are like freaking out, and they said that they're using it doing that to resolve their creative issues. I'm like, your creative issues are in your own staff. Bringing back the original Avengers isn't going to fix that.
Yeah,
It's just
Robert
gonna be
Downey Jr. being Iron Man again is not going to fix
creative issues.
your creative issues.
Yeah, I really hope Robert Downey Jr. doesn't go back. Like,
I hope.
I think
so, too.
I think they ended all the original Avengers that did end in Endgame pretty well.
Yeah.
But and then they ended Hawkeye very well with the end of Hawkeye.
I was glad that Hawkeye didn't die.
Yeah.
His character getting killed would have been a horrible writing decision.
Yeah.
Don't
Now-
give the one dude with a happy family.
Now he just gets to be a dad, and I'm happy.
Let him be a dad.
Yeah,
And let him have some fun.
I'm happy about that. But
Yeah.
I feel like they ended every. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Bruce Banner. Then Thor: Love and Thunder. I think that movie gets overhated.
Thor: Love and Thunder's a little overrated. It's not that good.
It's not that good, but it was entertaining, and
It tried way too hard to be funny. Though.
yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. The opening scene, or I guess the opening scene is gore, but the opening Thor scene,
Yeah.
like Thor, we need you to come win this battle, and he rises his hammer like a broomstick. That whole opening battle
fight
was
was
so
fun.
good.
And the opening scene with Gore was also
Really
awesome.
good, yeah. Then all gods must die.
I'm gonna need to end this soon.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna try to finish editing my video and get it out before 10:30. It's almost 8.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the opening half. I guess half is too much, but Thor: Love and Thunder was not a bad movie. I liked it, but people did not.
It was definitely overhated, but
Yeah, I think it was better than the first two Thor movies.
definitely.
But
Oh.
have you seen the guy? He's getting really popular on TikTok and Instagram. He's basically making these videos of he's like in front of a TV and his wife's sitting right there. You can only see like half of her backside, and it's like just sped up audio of him talking about how his family has to view these movies, and he does Star Wars and Marvel and Spider-Man and everything. Almost all of his opinions are really stupid. Like
Clearly, the only good
said-
Spider-Man movie is Chasm 2. I think
he put TASM 2 over Far From Home. He put it over the original Spider-Man, the first TASM. He put up his ranking was
People only put TASM 2 other than last place to be different.
Yeah.
And there's absolutely no way that that's not true.
The only good thing about TASM 2, other than Andrew Garfield's acting, because his acting's incredible, is the Gwen Stacy death scene, because that scene was beautifully shot. Other than that, that movie's horrible. But his ranking, if I'm remembering correctly, was No Way Home and Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse, sorry. Which is fair and valid and accurate.
Those are my two favorite.
And then from there, it was like, what was the next one? I think TASM 2 was his third, looking back at it.
Absolutely insane.
TASM 2, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. And he's like, when are we going to stop acting like this movie sucks? I'm like, because it does. We're not acting like it does. The movie sucks.
He's trying to be different and he's getting views for
Far From Home. TASM, Homecoming, Beyond the Spider-Verse, not Across the Spider-Verse. I'm horrible with movie titles. And his last place was, I don't know, maybe I have it was a really stupid ranking other than his top two. But
Sounds like it.
yeah, I was like, dude, TASM 2 is not good. I'm sorry. I love Andrew Garfield, and the TASM 2 suit I think is beautiful, but like that movie sucks. That movie sucks crap. It's a very bad movie.
Very, 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 very bad.
Yeah. I watched one of the behind the scenes things from No Way Home, and I know like it's how they do it, because if they did it actually look bad. But you know how like they all pull their masks down when they go to when they're fighting, and in production they don't actually have masks that they pull down. They pull their masks down and they see out the mask. I was like, that's kind of funny. Like I should have known that, because that's kind of impossible to do that and it actually work. But yeah. His Star Wars ranking was really bad too. He
sounds like a dude that is having stupid opinions online that he doesn't actually believe.
It's possible. And then his MCU rankings weren't that bad. He had, other than the fact that Endgame was number 1, but other than that, it was pretty based. Ragnarok was pretty high. Avengers was pretty high. Winter Soldier was pretty high.
Ragnarok's my third.
Ragnarok's so good.
I know No Way Home and Guardians 3 are my top 2.
Those are my top 2 also. And then Winter Soldier would be my number 4. Number 3.
I don't know. I'd have to look. Maybe I'll do that sometime this week.
Yeah.
I stopped watching Marvel movies anyways. I missed out on literally all the last few besides Guardians.
I need to watch Miss Marvel at some point, which the reviews I've seen on Miss Marvel aren't that bad. They just say it's mid. But
The Marvels?
yeah, the Marvels. It just didn't make money because no one cares anymore. And
I've heard it's pretty bad. But I've also heard it's pretty mid, but I haven't heard anybody say it's good.
I haven't heard anyone say it's good, but Colton said, like, yeah, I've heard the movie is like the worst MCU movie ever. I was like, I haven't heard that. And I looked on one of the reviews and it's all pretty it's mid. It's an alright movie. But, yeah.
Yep, I need to.
That's fine. We can end it.
Yep.
Now I'm just thinking about the MCU and how much I hate it.
Yep.
Right now. Alright. This has been Caleb A.M. You have been Caleb A.M. We hope you all make apple pies.
Make some apple pies or pumpkin pie. I'm sorry, yeah.
We are gonna go, I guess, just do some stuff. He's gonna edit. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm going to hopefully finish editing this video by 10:30 so I can set it to release. Peace out. I'm Caleb Black.
I'm Caleb Griffin.
This one. Y'all been Caleb AM.